and welcome back for another tutorial. Today I'm going to be doing a fun little vintage sewing video. This is going to be for the Dickey. So if you have no idea what a Dickey is, it's something that used to be cool, I'd say in the 80s, maybe the early 90s. I know that the turtleneck look under a crew neck top was really big, and I have been seeing it around these days. So this is super easy. I will have a free pattern for this over at my blog, which will be linked below, as well as the comment section or the information icon in the top corner of this video. And I'll show you just exactly how this works. So it is basically a piece of a top. So I'm gonna put it on for you. So it just opens up, there is a neckline, and you're just gonna pull it over your head, and this is how it shall sit. So it's great if you want the layered look, but you don't want to be too hot. So instead of wearing a full turtleneck, you just wear this and nobody's gonna know. So we're gonna have a longer neck, or you can fold it down like this, which I think is super cute. And then you can take this and then go like this. And there you have it. Look, doesn't it look so cute with a simple crew neck sweater, so you can be super cozy but then not overheat. So these are super easy to make. It does not require a lot of fabric. I'll be using some jersey net fabric, but if you can't get your hands on that, you can use an oversized t-shirt, or you can go over to Walmart and go into the men's section, find like a 3 or 4 XL golf shirt or t-shirt with some nice soft jersey, and that will be plenty of fabric to make one of these. So you'll see, I'll show you that during the tutorial. So let's just get straight into it.
Okay, so I'm going to be using this beautiful magenta fabric. I have my fabric on my table with the stretch going from left to right on the screen. So I'm cutting out my neckband now. So I'm gonna have the stretch going lengthways, and that's just gonna allow it so that the fabric will stretch over your head. So this is how it will be. And then we have this larger pattern piece. This is the most important piece that you'll need to cut out, probably tape together because it is a little bit large. So I will have that a PDF download, very easy instructions there for you. So hopefully things won't be too complicated. But if you ever have any questions, don't hesitate to ask in the comment section, or go over to my Instagram and Facebook and ask over there. So these are the two pieces that you're going to need. I'm just going to show you quickly how you would do it if you went and grabbed a t-shirt. So I went over and I grabbed this white, it has flamingos on it, which I think is super cute, and it's a 4XL, so it's pretty large. You could probably get away with buying like a large or extra large, because when you go up into the XLs, they actually charge you more for the t-shirts. So you'll be able to cut out the large piece from the back of the t-shirt, and then you can cut the neckband from the front of the t-shirt. Okay, so now we're going to work on the neckband, and we're going to take that neckband and we're going to fold it in half lengthways. We're going to sew a 1/4 inch seam allowance down the side to make it into a loop. So I will be using my regular sewing machine in this tutorial, just so you can see that if that's all you have, it is very easy to sew with a regular sewing machine with jersey. But if you do have a serger, I would definitely recommend using that, just so that you can finish off all your edges. It will make the project go a lot faster. But because I'm using the regular sewing machine, I will be finishing off my edges with a zigzag stitch. And on my machine, it's number 4. And these are the settings that I like to use when I do my zigzag. And so I'm just going to go along the raw edge, just to kind of, it finishes off those edges so there's, no chance of fraying or anything like that. So if you had the serger, you would only have to do 1 pass and then you'd be done. So it's still super easy. It just takes a little bit longer when you're using a regular sewing machine. So now we are going to finish off the edge of the entire Dickey, so around the large piece. So I'm going to use my zigzag stitch again to go all the way around, just to kind of finish it off. So now we're going to work on the neckband. So we're going to take that neckband piece that is a loop, and we're going to fold it up onto itself in half. We're just going to line up the seam on itself, making sure that the raw edges of the seam is touching. And then we're just going to make sure that all the raw edges are lined up all the way around. So from here, we're going to quarter our neckband. And what that means is we're going to take the neckband and we're going to kind of break it up into 4 equal parts. So where that seam is, we're going to call that marked. And then we will put a pin across from it like this. And then we will refold it so that the pin is lined up with the fold. And then we will put 2 pins on either end. And now we have 4 equal parts of our neckband. And we're going to do the same thing for the base of the Dickey as well. So as you can see, there are some obvious corners on the pattern itself. So we're going to put pins in there. And then we're going to take this and fold it in half. And we will find the center point of the front of the neck and then the center point of the back of the neck. And this is just going to make sure that when we do attach our neckband that it is completely even. So after this, I'm just going to put my last 2 pins in the side. And as you can see, there is a lower part to the Dickey, and that's going to be the front of the Dickey. And then the higher part is the back. So we're going to take the seam of the neckband and we're going to line that up with the pin on the higher part of the Dickey. We want to keep that seam in the back so we don't see it. So we're just going to take 1 pin out and then reposition the other pin in that exact spot, making sure that the 3 layers of jersey are all lined up together. So if this is your first time making any sort of garment like this with stretch knit, the neckband will be a little bit smaller than the opening of the actual shirt or Dickey in this case. So what you're actually going to be doing is you're going to be stretching your neckband as you sew. You're not going to stretch the shirt part or the base of the Dickey. You're just going to be lightly tugging on the neck band. So once you get it in the machine, it'll be a lot easier. That's why I just like to pick my quarter points. Some people like to pin all the way around, but I find that it is much easier just to do your corners, and then once you get it in the machine, then you can, use your hands to make sure everything's lined up, and then you're gently tugging on your neckband. So try not to tug on the base of the Dickey when you are sewing. And I'm going to be using a 1/2 inch seam allowance for this section, and then when I'm done, I'm going to be doing again my zigzag all around those raw edges. So if you're using a serger, then this is just 1 pass and you're good to go. So we're just going to do that quick zigzag all the way around, and then you're pretty much done. It turned out so cute, and it is 1 size fits all. So I hope you guys give it a try. I hear it is quite trendy with the teens these days. I even hear that they're going into the thrift shops and getting those older crew neck sweaters that mums used to wear back in the day. It's apparently super cool. So I hope you give it a try. If you do, definitely share over on social media, Instagram, Facebook, which are all linked below. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next tutorial. Bye guys!